World Rugby have claimed their bid process for the 2023 World Cup has been praised for its transparent and professional selection strategy by an independent report. A review was conducted by independent experts BDO LLP, featuring evaluation of feedback from all stakeholders, including bid unions and council members. The report states the bid process was a significant advancement on the 2015 and 2019 editions, it is claimed. France were awarded the 2023 World Cup in November after seeing off competition from Ireland and South Africa. This was despite the World Rugby Board recommending that South Africa be awarded the event before the council, made up of member federations, chose France instead. South Africa had come out on top in a detailed evaluation report on the three bidders, with the country scoring highest in 3 of the 5 criteria assessed. In the closely contested report, South Africa ranked highest with 78.9%, France were second with 75.8% and Ireland were third with 72.2%. The recommendation led to Bernard Laporte, president of the French Rugby Federation, who ultimately emerged victorious, describing the process as misguided and flawed. The view was rejected by World Rugby, while Laporte toned down his criticisms after France's triumph, but maintained there were some aspects we did not find fair. Mark Alexander, president of South Africa Rugby, claimed World Rugby's process would need to be refined in the future, having described the weeks since the recommendation as opaque. Following the decision, World Rugby chairman Bill Beaumont rejected suggestions the final verdict made a mockery of World Rugby's process and that it was a humiliation for the organization. Despite the criticisms, World Rugby said the report examining the process has found feedback about the host selection process was positive. A key finding was that the evaluation report should contain a technical and risk assessment, but an overall score or recommendation should not be given. This recommendation could be seen as an attempt to avoid a repeat of the controversy when the country with the highest score ultimately missed out on hosting. World Rugby were forced to defend the process after France's triumph, despite South Africa being recommended. Copyright Getty Images. The governing body claimed the process was found to have been professional and transparent throughout, with the three-phase approach, from applicant, candidate and evaluation, found to have been a strength which should be retained for the future. Further findings were asserted to be that the use of pass and fail criteria at the applicant stage was viewed as a very strong part of the process. The publication of a detailed evaluation report was also claimed to be groundbreaking. A recommendation was also made to clearly highlight in the evaluation report if all candidates are capable of hosting. It is claimed that the council should be involved in the development of the evaluation report, while they should retain their right to select the host, with the votes carried out through an electronic ballot and published. Rugby World Cup is one of the world's best-loved and most prestigious sports events and a major driver of fan participation and commercial growth, said Beaumont. The 2023 process delivered an outstanding host in France, with all stadia, rights and financial provisions secured and 3 outstanding bids. In order to drive continual improvement, it is important that we take stock after each host selection process to undertake a full review, including feedback from unions involved in the process and feedback from my colleagues on the Council and Rugby World Cup Board. I would like to thank all involved in the process for their full and positive contribution and the insights from this evaluation, which will help us ensure that Rugby World Cup remains an attractive and accessible hosting proposition for unions and nations and continues to advance the growth of the sport on a global scale. Inside the Games has asked for a copy of the